Lisa Ann, you know her?
I met her a few times. I do want to shoot her.
Yeah. She, we made a MILF list, and she was number 1 on the MILF list.
I'm sure she was.
And that no one
she
argued.
She did stuff with where she looked like Sarah what's her name?
Sarah Palin, yeah.
Palin, yeah.
Yeah, Sarah Palin.
And she kind of did.
Valen Palin, I think.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Yeah. She interviewed with us. She talked about that the porn industry is racist. Do you agree?
The world can be racist, so I don't see why any surprise that the industry is.
Yeah. I mean, porn, but it's supposed to be like this little, bubble of free love.
Everything is business at the end of the day. That free love is for the fans to forget the business and think that it's all fantasy.
Yeah.
That free love is for the artists to forget about how much the companies are making off them and how much they're not even charging enough, and they're just getting what they're getting for a scene. That's just a distraction. You know what I mean? It's business. It's business. It's never personal. It's business.
Okay.
So if there's more loyal white and non-black fans paying versus seeing it for free, and that's where the money is, then that's where the money is.
Well, I had Skin Diamond come here recently, and we talked about, for example, interracial. So I've heard a few people I've interviewed recently say interracial is the biggest thing now, right? But, and this is what me and Skin were talking about, how I
already know what you're going to say.
Interracial is only a black guy and a white girl. Like a black girl and a white guy isn't considered interracial in the porn industry, even though technically it is.
You said a what?
Okay. Interracial is almost always a black guy and a white girl.
Okay.
And, she said most of her scenes are technically interracial because she's usually doing scenes with white guys, but yet they're not considered interracial because it's...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess that's a technical porn thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, because, the definition is the definition, but what she's essentially saying is that there's not a huge demand for white guys having, doing scenes with black girls as opposed to black guys having scenes with white girls.
That's because I believe more white men have a fantasy. It's more of a fetish and fantasy to see a white woman get dicked down by some mandingo African. You know what I mean?
That's a thing?
That's a thing.
Okay.
Versus a black woman getting fucked with by a white guy. White guys can identify with the white guy fucking the black girl.
Right.
But black men don't want to see that most of the time. But I mean, at the end of the day, white women are stereotypically known for doing better scenes and being wilder and being nastier and being more energetic and more vocal and more exciting. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just what it is. So, I mean, I think I know I need to shoot with more white guys because I haven't in the past, and a lot of white guys ask me why don't you shoot with more white guys, or I never seen it. So I've been using Chris Strokes. He's a really good performer, and he's from the Bay, so he's white.
There you go.
So, I mean, I'm going to be shooting more white guys, more white girls. I mean, because it was a time where I shot a lot of black girls, and it's kind of like I'm trying to mix it up now and do more, different types of girls. So, so now girls are contacting me. It's like, it's kind of like I've been there, done that. I shot a lot of dark girls especially. So now I'm trying to lighten it up a little bit.
I'm trying to battle John Cena. Can somebody find John Cena's management? WWE, somebody find John Cena and let's make this happen.
So let's be super honest here, and I'm gonna be really frank and a little uncouth. I'm not gonna suck a dick unless I'm gonna do it great. I'm not gonna write a book unless I'm gonna do it great. I'm not gonna cook a meal unless I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna touch anything unless I plan on doing it better than anyone else you've ever met in your entire life.